So I started this new job, and it was a pretty cool job, and I actually started to really get into it. This was around October, November of last year. Um, and this job it kind of started consuming me because I had these two jobs. One, first job that I had as soon as I got out of school, I knew the purpose for it. The purpose was just to make money, and that was it. I got tired of that real quickly. That's why I spoke about goals. If y'all remember that video, go check it out if you haven't. It's called "A Goal Is Necessary." But that was my goal, and the goal evaporated very quickly. So that's why I went to the advertising job, but I just told y'all what happened with that, the quote-unquote advertising job. So I had this job, and I was just kind of fed up, and I was just like, well, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. Maybe I need to be back in the warehouse. It was a warehouse job. So I felt myself starting to get comfortable, really comfortable at this place. So comfortable that I started hanging out with people that I would never normally regularly hang out with. I would be hanging out with them at work and outside of work. And I also started doing some things that I hadn't done in quite a while. I started partying and drinking again. All these things that I did while I was in college. All these things that I kind of evaporated from in my life that I did in college was kind of coming back to me full circle. And it was really weird. It didn't feel the same. It felt like I shouldn't have been doing it anymore. There was a reason why I was left in the past. Yet I found myself doing it regularly again. And it was just really strange. Something felt just so wrong about it. But at the same time, I felt that's where I should have been. So what I did, I felt myself start, here's the big word, settling. When you get settled somewhere, your mind is there. You feel like that is your life. And that's all you will ever do. And nothing and nobody can tell you any different. And that's exactly what I started doing. I started settling at this place that I had no intention of being at long term at all whatsoever. And I was okay with that. I had just kind of gave up on a goal, a dream if you'll call it, and just decided that this was going to be my life. And I might as well get used to it. And I felt myself doing this, and as soon as I got too comfortable, this is what happened. This is funny. This is how I know God is real and He works in mysterious ways. Kid you not. Right in that moment where I was like, okay, I'm going to be here for some time, a couple of years maybe. I'm at work, minding my business. I'm working all day. I was close to the end of the shift actually, working all day. And all of a sudden, this manager comes to me, taps me on my shoulder, and he says, hey, my boss just told me he needs to see you in his office right now, so could you please follow me there? I was like, okay, I had been here some time, so I was thinking like, okay, maybe I'm about to get a promotion, maybe he's about to tell me something pretty good, because this is around Christmas time. I was thinking all these just great things. Now I did have a negative thought slightly, but it was just like, it's not true. So I went into the office, and to kind of shorten that part up a little bit, pretty much he told me, he said, well, sir, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to let you go. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Let me go? Why? I've been here doing my job every day, all day, doing what I need to do, having a good time while doing it. And all of a sudden he fires me? So I just started thinking to myself. I think I literally had a mental breakdown for a minute. Oh, I was like, Kier, like, this is your life. What are you gonna do? What other job are you gonna work now? What are you gonna do now? You've lost this job. Now what are you gonna do? Guys, I kid you not, I literally felt like I had lost everything and there was nothing else out there for me. And I didn't know what to do. I was really starting to break down. And I had to call several people to try to calm me down. But it was crazy how this happened so quickly. As soon as I decided that I was going to settle at this place where I know I should have been there, I know that I know would have not been good for me. This is when I think about it now, this was just God's way of telling me, I don't want you here. And you're getting too comfortable here. You know you don't need to be here. And you're starting to settle. So I feel like literally what he did, metaphorically but literally, I feel like God handpicked me out there. Right there at that moment where I was about to decide that this is what I'm going to do for a couple of years. And of course, at the time, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was just thinking like, what am I going to do about work now? Now that this happens like 12 days before Christmas. I mean, that just blew my mind when that happened. And I had actually kind of went some time. I still had a great Christmas though. With my family and back at home. All of that was still absolutely amazing. I wasn't going to let anything ruin that time for me, no matter what was going on. But shortly after Christmas, New Year's, all of that, we're dropping into 2017 now. I'm going to talk to you now about why when you have good friends, and you know you could have good friends, hold on to them and just be the absolute best you can be to them, and just be the greatest person that you can be to them. Because now this part of the story is really crucial in friendship and how important it is to have good friends in your life. So this was after Christmas, and after having a great time, Christmas, New Year's, all of that, I still needed a job. And I felt like I was running out of time and I needed something quick. So I got a job, and this job was really, really heavy on my sleep and just my body. And I had already kind of had a fallout with a friend, really important, special friend in my life. And there was something that just rattled me. Literally, it rattled me. And it changed my path from this point to here on further. Point of view, the way I look at things, everything. Changed it all. And I was about to go to work. I remember this vividly. I was about to go to work one morning. It's like 4 a.m. I get up, take a shower, Everything is feeling pretty normal. Everything felt like a pretty normal day, besides it being super early. And all of a sudden, I turn off the shower. I grab my towel, open up those curtains. I step out